So in the last years, there have been three funding schemes that come to mind that really made a difference in bioenergy in specific countries. So the first example I would like to give is in France, the Fonds Chaleur scheme, which supported the decarbonization of industries with funding of biomass projects. And the very interesting fact that we saw there is that if you look at how much CO2 is saved versus how much public money you're spending to achieve this level of CO2 reductions, you come to some very, very low figures. So approximately it's less than 20 euros per ton of CO2 saved, 20 euros of public money, which is an excellent use of the limited public resources. Another scheme that I would like to highlight is in Austria. This is the Get Out of Oil campaign that was funding the substitution of oil and gas boilers in households. This has really been an impetus for the boiler industry, which you might know is very strong in Austria. And last year, for example, 2024, we had a record high number of installations. So households that are getting out of fossil fuels and into a renewable pellet resource. And the last scheme that I want to highlight, which is really important for the future, is in Sweden, which are the reverse auctions for 𝗶𝗺𝗃𝗃, for bioenergy with carbon capture and storage. And here, this has led to funding of Stockholm Exergi. And quite recently, Stockholm Exergi has made the public decision to proceed with the investment in this first-of-a-kind 𝗃𝗃 project in Europe, which will be probably a model to follow for the future. So I think bioenergy, if we are persistent enough, will have a quite bright future. I think, two main big opportunities. The first is the decarbonization of, or defossilization, even better, of the industry. We still have an industrial energy demand that is mostly fossil fuel driven. We know that bioenergy is one of the most, if not the most cost competitive solution for decarbonization of especially industrial heat. So there is definitely plenty of opportunities in the food sector, but also in harder to abate energy intensive industries. The other thing that is emerging as an important component of the future bioenergy system is the negative emissions. So 𝗃𝗃s and biochar, which can not only produce renewable energy, but also help fight climate change by removing carbon from the atmosphere. So Bioenergy Europe is mostly focusing on activities taking place on the EU level, directions and regulations, and we have to admit that in the last years, what has been coming out of Brussels has not been very, very favorable for the sector, despite what we can do for Europe. So by joining Bioenergy Europe, the most important thing is that you get a chance to get to know about upcoming EU legislation, and you can also help us advocate for the good of the sector on the EU level.